Hey champions, what's up with you? Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. It is hashtag question and I'm your personal auxiliary whenever needed. आज साइंस टू का पेपर था. आई होप सो आप लोगों का साइंस टू का पेपर बहुत ही इजी गया होगा. एंड सेकेंडली अब जो आपका पेपर आने वाला है वो है हिस्ट्री सिविक्स. दैट इज समथिंग लाइक यू नो, अगर आपने इसके लिए वर्कआउट बहुत मस्त वाला किया ना तो मतलब 40 में से पूरे 40 मार्क्स आपको मिल सकते हैं. दैट इज व्हाट इज माई एक्सपीरियंस. आई विल टेल यू अबाउट इट. एंड जब पेपर था हिस्ट्री का, आई हैड गॉट 40 out of 40 in board examination. I was quite sure of this because I've got 95 marks in board exam in social science. एंड हिस्ट्री में पूरा मुझे 40 में से 40 आया था. क्यों आया था आई टेल यू फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. एंड उसके अलावा आई गिव यू सम टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स ऑल्सो कि आपको हिस्ट्री का पेपर किस तरीके से क्रैक करने का है. द फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज हिस्ट्री का पेपर इज ऑल अबाउट theory. Whatever you know out of this textbook, entire textbook, you just have to write down the same thing in the examination paper. Okay, so when you are going to write the examination का answers, make sure कोई भी क्वेश्चन आपको आएगा तो आप कोरिलेट करके आपको जो भी उस चीज के बारे में मालूम है आप उसको लिखो, या जो भी आपको चैप्टर के अंदर मालूम है आपको लिखना है. गॉट दैट. या आपको जो भी रिलेटेबल पॉइंट्स लग रहे हैं कि अच्छा इसके साथ में ये पॉइंट सूट हो रहा है, ये आंसर के साथ में ये पॉइंट बेस्ट फिट होगा, तो आपको वही चीज को क्या करने का वहां पर लिखने का है. ओके, टुडे फॉर द टाइम बीइंग आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ civics. Out of 5 chapters, I'm going to give you importance. Okay, the next day tomorrow, I'll be giving you the importance of history ka, at least starting a 5 chapter, and the next day, I'll give you the importance of the next 4 chapters. This is the schedule which I have planned for you. तो जितना आपको easily जाना है इस चीज में आप easily करके जाइए. Okay, यहाँ पर क्या होगा मालूम है कि आपको यहाँ पे अगर आपको परसेंटेज लो भी है कोई लेवल पे ना, तो अगर आपने ये हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी का पेपर अच्छे से लिख दिया ना, सीधे आपके अगर 5 मार्क्स के हिसाब से देखा जाए तो आपके 20% इजीली आपको मिल जाते हैं. 5 मार्क्स का 1% 5 मार्क्स का 1% रहता है तो मतलब 5 is 40. ओके, 8 प्लस 8 16% आपको मिल जाता है, और ऊपर से आपका ओरल का मार्क्स. सो 20% आपके जेब में चल जाता है. होप यू विल वर्क ऑन इट. चलो, ओपन अप द टेक्स्ट बुक अगेन. आई विल टेल यू टू रेफर हिस्ट्री का टेक्स्ट बुक ऑफ गवर्नमेंट. Now coming on to chapter number, I hope you have this textbook and a pen pencil in your hand. Page number, one sec guys, let me go on to the page of history. Yes, political science. Political science, so what you have to study is from the very first chapter I will tell you what to study. Over here, right to vote. Right to vote one answer, as you can see over here, this answer is something which is very important from the board exam point of view. Apart from that, again you have an important question, right to information. See, right to information, this question can be a short question this time in the board examination, which they could ask you for 3 marks. Yeah. Again over here, social justice and equality. Social justice and equality, I'll tell you, just have a brief reference on it. Don't you just go through it, but make highlight some important points out of it. Okay, the next page you have is provision for minorities. See, provision for minorities is such a question in which they can ask you, this over here, provision of minorities, in which they can ask you a short note question, or a small question answer based question. So make sure that you are studying this provision for minorities. And women representation in Lok Sabha. This is something which is a current topic, so they can eligibly ask you about it. So make sure this women representation in Lok Sabha is done by you in a very justified manner that you can be able to write if it comes in the board examination. Is that clear? Moving further ahead, we have the chapter number it's second chapter, the electoral process. The electoral process, I'll tell you, you're gonna be writing you're gonna be writing this Sukumar Sen. If the questions come in exam in the following as Sukumar Sen was the first chief election commissioner after independence. So this can be a question in terms of objective question like fill in the blanks or true or false or something like that. Okay. Then moving further ahead we have We have functions of election commission. Now what are the some main important functions of election commission? So you have to write down this all the points which are mentioned on this particular page. Okay, while you are referring these chapters, make also sure that you are memorizing or conceptualizing this do you know wale boxes and why is it so or do you know. Okay, make sure that you do not at all ignore any sort of point, because you have got 3 days of time, today, tonight, tomorrow and day after tomorrow. This 3 days you have to utilize it like anything, because आपको 20% मिल रहा है, हिस्ट्री का 10% और ज्योग्राफी का 10%, स्कोरिंग आपका बढ़ा देगा गाइस. आपको सिर्फ और सिर्फ लास्ट के 4-5 दिन मेहनत करने का. That's it. Yes. Moving further ahead, we have a question called process of election. Now this can be asked to you in the form of flow chart. Make sure this is something which is very important from the examination point of view. You are studying this in a very tuned manner. Now journey of ballot box. Journey of ballot box could be asked to you. I am not sure of it, but also to make sure कि journey of ballot box के ऊपर आप थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ के जाते हो. And you just have to remember things, but that's it. Don't memorize it. Don't take stress of history, geography. बिल्कुल भी stress मत लेके पढ़ना जितना आपने algebra, geometry, science 1, science 2 का लिया है. क्योंकि अगर आपने इसमें stress लिया ना, तो क्योंकि इसमें बहुत vast portion है, आप किधर के नहीं रह जाओगे. फिर इससे अच्छा मैं आपको यही सजेस्ट करूंगा कि आप प्लीज स्ट्रेस मत लेना इसका. Political parties is the third chapter. Again you have, make sure you're studying third chapter in a very tuned manner. With this I'll tell you what are some important questions which you have to study. Now moving further ahead, we have page number 84 where there are some 6 parties kind of definition which you can see, right, from BJP to Indian Trinamool Congress to National Congress, Indian National Congress, and etc etc. So make sure कि आपको पार्टीज के बारे में सब कुछ बराबर से मालूम हो. उसके अलावा आपने रीजनल, अपन महाराष्ट्र में रहते तो रीजनल पार्टीज कौन सी है, मनसे है, MNS शिवसेना है, ओके, शिरोमणि अकाली दल, जम्मू कश्मीर नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस जो बाहर है, ओके. तो ये आपको ये सब पार्टीज के नाम भी मालूम रहना चाहिए. सिंबल्स आ गए और उन्होंने बना के दिए सिंबल्स, आपका पार्टी के नाम को लेबलिंग करना आना चाहिए. ओके, मेक श्योर दैट यू आर स्टडीइंग इट इन दैट फॉर्म ऑफ व्यू. And again moving further ahead, we have 4th chapter called social and political movements. Social and political movements, but I'll tell you what is important over here. Now important movements in India, you have to study this important movements of India. What were the important movements of India? Then again over here you can find out that what is a movement. What is a movement? Out of this, any following points been given to you, you can study any one and as per definition point of view. Then moving further ahead, we have something like women's movement. Women's movement, Savitribai Phule has played an important role over here. This can be a question that can be asked to you for the last 2 marks question and answer in brief. Make sure you're studying this very properly because 2 marks is important. Next, moving further ahead, we have environmental movements. Now what are some environmental movements like save trees, Jago Grahak Jago, save environment, stop using plastic, biodiversity, stop causing global warming, etc etc. So make sure that environmental movements and consumer movements you are aware of. Consumer movements are like right to safety, right to be heard, right to this and that. Okay, so make sure you're studying these movements in a very tuned manner. Apart from that, I'll tell you workers movement, laborers movement is something which is very important. Make sure that you do that and do. Then moving further ahead, we have challenges of democracy, the last chapter of political science. Make sure that you are studying it very properly. Challenges faced by Indian democracy. The first important challenges: corruption, social challenges, consumer communalism and terrorism, left extremist movement. Now this is a chapter, if you will leave it for option, doesn't matter. Got that? अगर मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ कि अगर आपने ये चैप्टर ऑप्शन में छोड़ा तो इसमें एक इंपॉर्टेंट चीज अगर मैं आपको बता दूं कि आप पढ़ना है आपको, तो सिर्फ ये एक ही चीज पढ़ के जाना, करप्शन क्या है, बस दैट्स इट. करप्शन वाला पॉइंट इज समथिंग व्हिच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इट कैन बी आस्किंग यू फॉर 2 marks का थिंग. So make sure that you are थोड़ा बहुत grilled up with the session of this corruption. And with that, I'll tell you guys कि do all the exercise part of political science. Exercise part में से they will be asking you anything. 12 marks का civics आने वाला है. 12 marks is equal to 2.5%. I want you guys to score that entire 2.5%. Is that clear to you right now? Now coming ahead, I'll be telling you tomorrow what are the important answers in history of the study. But that I'll tell you what are the important answers in history of first 5 chapters tomorrow and the next 5 chapters day after tomorrow. Make sure that you share this important video with your friends and make them also our champions. Until we meet, all the best. Do share and subscribe. Thank you.